Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome to Opolis Inc. Today is going to be a quick and dirty episode. Not a lot that I'll be doing in here. We'll do a little talking head action at the start here and then just go on to what I'm going to be working on for the next little bit. We'll probably be doing a bunch of stuff off camera, but anyways, before we get too far into it, let's get rid of that. But I was looking into the end game here, and not very much of it is in place at the moment. We've got a couple of quest lines that are just like BRB and question mark, which I just tick them off to tick them off, I guess. There is the final thing that we aim for, the Awakened Supremium Ingot, is craftable. We can just follow this chain down the line. You need the Awakened Supremium Essence, which I guess is the next tier after Supremium Essence. And then to do that, we do it on the Awakened Altar. So there's a new altar that we're going to have to make or buy at some point. I think we can get this right now, but I didn't really look too far into it. But this is not too hard stuff, just some of the basic essences, mystical essences, along with some of this cognizant dust, which I've never heard of before. But this is just purchasable in the catalog, so nothing too thing there. And you can duplicate it with Shattered Singularities as well if you're that far along in your game. And then there is one other item down here at the end game. So the Supreme Storage Bucks come from circuit slicing a quantum encoded storage component. This is basically just combining 2 Shattered Singularities and 4 processors, along with 2 ingots of molten netherite in a crystal assembler, which is made thusly. But needless to say, that's basically endgame AE2, Applied Energistics. So when you get deep into that, that's where that thing comes from. But everything else here, all of these, have no recipes yet. So we are in the beta, so those things are coming. So there's not much to aim for. I was kind of looking for what is going to be the best bet for different farms and automations to get set up to aim towards the end game. This is why I was looking down here, because we haven't done anything like that in the series. I haven't really done any serious automation of anything because I didn't know what we were going to be aiming for at the end. And basically we still don't know. So at this point, not going to be doing any serious setting up of anything. And I'm kind of running out of quest lines to do. There is the finishing or the mystical quest line, the AE2 quest line, and then the Seeds and Singularities quest line. Oh, okay, there's this Awakening Altar right here. I guess this is, yeah, that's what that is. But at any rate, that's a little bit advanced for right now, and that is going to take a certain amount of setup, so I'm not going there just yet. So what can I do in preparation for that? I think the best bet is going to be Mystical Agriculture. So I got a little setup going over here. And then I was looking into watering cans. Do not make the chipped watering can. This is basically just an item version of one of the chipped tables, and so just the same as a loom can make any blocks, like you can put wood blocks in there. The same with the watering can. Normally it would be a portable version of the flowering table. Is that what it's called? Botanist workbench. So that would be like for all your clay variants and terracotta things in chipped, but in this pack you could use it for anything. So I guess if I ever wanted a portable chipped table, then I've made the watering can now. I stashed it away because it was useless for what I was looking at. But we do have the regular watering can. So the first tier here takes 4 iron, a bowl, and a bone meal. This is vanilla stuff, not too hard, but it only waters one block at a time. This is growing actually pretty fast. Although if we look at the tooltips here, so I did manage to make with the Inferium I had on hand one piece of Supremium. So it was a full stack of Inferium, I think it was, that I broke. No, it was a full stack of the second tier that actually ended up going into. So you need 4 stacks of the regular one. But the one thing I guess here is there isn't a left or a right click harvest and replant for mystical in this pack as of yet. Anyways, it might be something that just didn't get coded over properly when the mod was ported to 121. Not 100% sure, of course, but for now we're kind of stuck breaking and replanting. But I was pointing out with the tooltips there, this gives us 3 Inferium for every harvest that we do, whereas this one, because this is on regular farmland, this is only going to give us 1 every time we do it. This does look like it's doing a 3x3, doesn't it? It looks like it, but the tooltip here just says nothing, whereas the Inferium watering can does a 3x3. So what I was going to do was upgrade this to the Inferium tier, and that turned out to be a little bit of a rabbit hole in itself. So to get to the Inferium watering can, we needed this mystical fertilizer. These Inferium ingots here, these aren't too tough at all. We just need a prosperity ingot and 2 Inferium essence. So we need, 4 or 8 Inferium and 4 prosperity ingots to get this tier watering can, which is quite doable, right? We would just need a crafting table and there, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. And then we were stuck on the mystical fertilizer. Mystical fertilizer done in a combiner, which isn't too hard in itself. Just a steel casing, couple of pistons, couple of basic control circuits, and some redstone. Nothing too difficult there. But we needed this fertilized essence, which is just a 10% drop chance from each time you harvest a mystical agriculture plant. I don't know if that's multiplied by the extra drop chance on the Supremium lamp, but I think that refers to the seeds, if I'm not mistaken. But at any rate, let's go back to the mystical fertilizer. We're using farming bucks in the combiner with the fertilized essence, or you can use it with bone meal as well. So with 1 advanced farming buck, 1 bone meal, that'll get us the 4 mystical fertilizer that we need to go there. So I got all of those bits and bobs together. Oh, this is the crusher. Do not look at the crusher. We want the combiner, this guy. Just like so, and that should get us our 4 mystical fertilizer, which, by the way, if you wanted to use this, it will grow crops instantly, whereas, with bone meal, it usually takes 2 or 3 bone meals to grow a crop to full. But at any rate, now we've got a Inferium watering can, and it retains its filled nature, but you only have to fill these mystical agriculture ones once, and they're fine. They work fine after that. But now we should be able to do, a 3x3 of these. So I'm just waiting on that secondary chance of 10% to duplicate my Inferium seeds rather than just trying to make a whole bunch. I guess, maybe it would be best to get some more going right away, but I'd rather kind of save that for now. But every so often we'll get the seed duplication and we can expand on our Inferium growing here until we get a full thing. This is, by the way, the rich soil down at the bottom there, which just in idling even seems to be better than the Supremium farmland for growth ticks. Just you don't get any chances at the secondary output, so you won't get any extra seeds back if you do rich soil over here. I guess the other question I have is, can you infuse the rich soil with the mystical agriculture essence? I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's the next time that guy grows up there. We'll try to infuse it and see what we get. But anyways, this is going to be a part of my life for the moment until I can build up a good bit of inferium. And I'll probably, I don't know that I can even, oh, excellent. We got 2 in a row there. I don't even know that there's a way to automate this, right? Because in other packs there were lily pads of fertility, which I think they're either not in here or disabled, one or the other, which helped you grow things. There were the growth accelerators. So this needs power from AE2 to use these guys, or these, which are getting pretty intensive in the inferium to get up to, right? To get any certain amount of them, because they only work on, you put this block below it and it grows the plant above it faster, but it only works on one plant, right? No, you can't infuse the rich soil with inferium, so it was worth a try anyways on camera. If it had worked, it would have been a eureka moment, but alas, no special thing there. So yeah, we can continue growing these because we are going to need quite a bit of those, you know, tertium and so on and so forth to get some of the higher tier seeds anyways. So I want to get a full plot of inferium going, just so that I have some of it coming in. But as I was alluding to earlier, there is no way to automate this process for right now. I wonder if is there a... Doesn't seem to be any kind of a click machine. I don't think there's any kind of, like, obviously if we get into AE2, we can do the growth accelerators, which would be one of the best bets because you can set yourself up in a way that a growth accelerator is affecting at 4 blocks at a time, right? But no way to automatically harvest either, which is the true downside. So for right now, I think it's probably more of a fact that we're waiting for mods to port up to 121 than it is necessarily pack design at this point. So this might be something that we want to wait to get into later, but I'm going to invest in it now so that I can get through the quest line and we can get some of the higher tier mystical seeds going a little bit earlier so that I can, you know, explore some of the end game that much quicker as well. But anyways, I think that's enough talking head action for today, or watching me watering plants, and talking about the progression line for now. We'll sign off here. Might be a couple of days until we see any more from me, but at least you'll know why, right? It's not because I'm busy catching up on my Netflix, which I am doing, I guess, in my off time, but can't record and watch Netflix at the same time because I think I'll get hit by some kind of DMCA if I tried doing that. At any rate, that's enough for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I appreciate you for checking it out, and we will see you in the next one. See ya!